This is not just the story of an Olympic champion. It's the story of a father who fled a country, a family built in an unusual way, and a young girl who turned that extraordinary journey into Olympic gold at the 2026 Winter Olympics. Long before Alysa Liu was born, her father, Arthur Liu, was a student activist in China. In 1989, while studying at Sun Yat-sen University, Arthur organized pro-democracy protests and hunger strikes. But after the violent crackdown during the Tiananmen Square protests and massacre, his activism made him a target. Arthur's growing political influence reportedly put him on a most wanted list. To survive, he had to escape. With the help of friends, he fled mainland China on a high-speed boat heading toward Hong Kong. The boat raced across the ocean so fast that the passengers had to hold on tightly just to stay aboard. After spending some time in Hong Kong, Arthur eventually moved to the United States. There, he rebuilt his life, studied law, graduated from University of California College of the Law, San Francisco, and later started his own law firm in California. Years later, Arthur had another dream: to become a father. At the age of 40, he decided to start a family through surrogacy and anonymous egg donors. His first child was Alysa Liu, born on August 8, 2005. Over time, the family grew to 5 children: Alysa, her sisters Selena and Julia, and her younger triplet brothers, Joshua and Justin. Alysa and the triplets share the same surrogate mother. Because anonymous egg donors were used, the family has little information about Alysa's biological mother. The children grew up in Richmond, California. Life wasn't luxurious. At one point, all 5 kids shared a single bedroom with 3 bunk beds. But Alysa has often said those were some of the happiest memories of her childhood, filled with laughter and constant energy. Arthur raised the children as a single father, with help from his mother, Shu, who moved from China to assist him. When Alysa was young, she began asking questions about her background. She noticed she looked different, and wondered why she didn't resemble what she thought a typical Chinese child looked like. In 2013, Arthur told her the truth about her birth through surrogacy and anonymous egg donors. By that time, Alysa and one of her friends had almost figured it out themselves, so the revelation didn't shock her. While growing up, Alysa discovered figure skating. From the moment she stepped onto the ice, her talent was obvious. With strong support from her father and siblings, she trained hard and quickly rose through the ranks of American figure skating. But her family's past unexpectedly resurfaced. In 2022, the U.S. Justice Department charged several men accused of spying in the United States on behalf of China. Investigators said one of the families targeted was the Liu family. Just before the 2022 Winter Olympics, Arthur received a suspicious phone call from someone pretending to be a U.S. Olympic official asking for passport copies of him and Alysa. Arthur refused. "I felt something fishy was going on," he later said. Authorities later alleged that a man named Matthew Zaburis had been hired to spy on the Liu family. When Alysa later spoke about the incident, she said the situation felt surreal, almost like being inside a prank show. Despite everything, Alysa stayed focused on skating. At one point in her career, she even stepped away from the sport briefly to spend more time with her family. That break helped her rediscover her passion and return stronger. Then came the biggest moment of her life. At the 2026 Winter Olympics, Alysa Liu delivered a breathtaking performance and won the gold medal in women's figure skating. For the first time, her siblings were there, watching her compete live at the Olympics. After the victory, Alysa reflected on her journey and said that her story means more to her than anything else. From a father who escaped political persecution, to a family built through determination and love, to a small bedroom filled with bunk beds and dreams, Alysa Liu's path to Olympic gold is far more than a sports story. It is a story of resilience, family, and an extraordinary journey that led all the way to the top of the Olympic podium.